Alright, welcome back to another Dragonfable challenge video. Today we'll be fighting against Wargoth and the Professor, Fractured Self. Alright, so I've never actually done this challenge. I've only just read their skill description on the wiki. Um, so I'm just going to briefly describe them. Now, Wargoth is a lot more straightforward than Professor. Wargoth's attack is again fairly straightforward. There's a slight RNG element in that when he does his attack too, he will definitely heal for 10% of his health. But I can either do plus 50 boost for 5 turns or plus 30 all for 6 turns. But obviously this attack over here is this buff over here, I should say, is a lot more devastating because it will make him a lot harder to nuke. Um, Now he has two passive. I think I want to go through his other skills. His other skills is pretty standard. Um, Now he has two passive. One, he will gain +2 all with each miss that he receives. So just don't miss against him. He doesn't really have any skills that really lower your bonus or also increase his defenses. So there's no reason for you to miss him. I don't think the professor has any minus bonus as well. So there's no reason why you should miss him. Luckily, this also has a cap, so he can't just indefinitely gain all resists. Also, he will get +2 Y boost with each hit received, each hit missed. Um, so he will obviously miss a lot against a class like Pirate. Thankfully, this doesn't go to infinity. This just caps at 50 boost, so it's not that bad. Overall, like a pretty straightforward enemy. Now, the Professor is a lot more dangerous. Why? That's because Professor's attack is has a lot more RNG elements to it. First, he will sort of use a shield on himself. Instead of his focus equals to 5. And the way you remove his focus, right, is to and for every crit on the turn that he does against him, he will lose 2 focus on that turn. And then for every first normal attack that you hit him, he will lose 1 focus for that turn. So you will always want to make sure that your first attack against him is a crit, so that you lose the most amount of focus for that turn. Um, Now only the first hit of a turn count, so it doesn't matter if you keep critting him or not. As long as your first hit does not crit, you won't get that juicy -2 focus. Alright? And for the most part, he will use this buff over here. Okay, 100 bonus at 100 MPM plus 50 all. So that's a lot of very good stats for himself. Now, when he will use this attack over here is when he is below 33% health. Then he will use this attack over here. So he will basically try and turtle. And then when he will use his huge +200 bonus attack over here is when his HP is above 33% and your HP is below 33%. And he will essentially gain a huge amount of bonus. So just make sure that you don't um, get below 33%, or else you'll pretty much never be able to dodge his attacks. I think that's it. Yeah, so really don't fall below 33% health. Um, Now his next uh, sort of attack follows a Y rotation. There's only 2 attack in Y rotation, so you don't have to be too scared about this. The reason I insert it here is because he'll repeat this again, so I don't want to just copy this block again and paste it over here. I'll just basically describe what is in this rotation. He will just for first attack he will definitely do a fear damage. For the second attack is sort of RNG. Um, oh wait, sorry about that. Okay, I explained it a bit wrongly. Y is not a rotation. Y is a turn. Y is one single turn. Okay, but he has 2 choices of attacks that he can choose from. One is 500 fear, and another one is sort of a heal for himself. Okay, so when he is below 50% and when he's above, let's go with the sequence here. When he's above 50% and you do not raise your MPM beyond the value that he previously recorded, he will attack you for 500 fear damage. If he is above 50% and you raise your MPM, then he will turtle. If he is below 50% and then you raise your MPM, um, then he will do a fear attack against you. When he's below 50% and you don't raise your NPM, oddly enough, he will heal. So you just want to you want him to use the fear attack against you so that instead of healing you can kill him, right? So um just make sure that you follow this instruction over here and it should be fine. So every time he'll use a fear attack against you, as long as you follow this step. Next will be a confirm void attack, followed by a fear attack with a small DOT. Honestly, the DOT is so small that it doesn't really matter too much. Then you have this Y attack again, where he sort of records your NPM value and then compare it to his previous value again, and then decide whether he wants to um, use the fear attack or use the heal. And then after that, he will record his NPM. I think in final attack, he will record the NPM again. Okay, I think that's basically it. So because the boss use a combination of fire, fear, and void attack, generally I think it's safe to go with um all resist gear instead of just a fire resist gear. But if you want to take the professor down first, then you successfully kill him, you can definitely switch over to fire for Wargoth because it just does fire damage. But I'll be attacking killing Wargoth first for this challenge because I think Wargoth is the simpler one of the two to kill. Unless he does his plus 30 all for 6 turns, then that'll be really bad. Also, there's no reason to hit Wargoth first, I think, because he will heal by 1000, 10% of his HP on his second turn. So that will essentially negate all the damage that you deal against him. So I'll be hitting the Professor first. Okay, I think we are ready to start. Okay, this will be the build that I'm using. Since I'll be hitting the Professor first, I'll use Chronomance. No, actually, never mind, scratch that. I'll use Blade of the Golden Cube. Okay, let's just enter. Okay, so first, wow, the Professor is very low health. Okay, that's great, great. I need to use target practice against him. He doesn't have any kind of NPM, right? Yep, he doesn't. He doesn't have resistance against water either. He have negative resistance against fire. Okay. Now, should I just use my... Let me think. I should first use target practice against him. Then Wargoth will hit me for really, really hard. Wow. I don't think I should use target practice on him now. Let's just... Should I kill Wargoth? He'll heal a bunch of... He'll heal a bunch. And essentially negate all the damage we do against him. How much? He has 23 bonus. Okay, he will definitely miss some attacks against us. Actually, you know what? Let's switch over to some fire resist gear here. We'll switch over to Puzzling Club. That will give us a lot of fire resist. Okay. This thing, as Less Conqueror's Helm, also give us a bunch of fire resist. Okay, actually, let's save this build over here. We'll save this as fire. How much fire resistance do we have? We have 75 fire resist. I think that's good enough. We'll first use target practice against this guy. Make sure Dagger of the Amulet is equipped. Alright. I think we'll just use a fire attack. Okay, we spot our opening. Our dragon can use attack against him. Actually, I kind of want to use cannon on him. I need to crit against him. Now he will do a fear attack against us next turn. Wargoth will completely just ignore us. So we will switch back to our all resist gear set over here. Now we don't have any openings on Professor. Switch over to Vow Infuse. I just need my first attack to crit him. Instead of using this weapon, let's use Great Dragon's Claw. I don't think it's worth it. Never mind, let's just switch back. Okay, and then just a regular beam attack will do, I think. Oh no, what the hell? He healed himself for a bunch. Wait, why did he heal himself? Did we raise our MPM? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh, this sucks. We should use Summon Kunai or Wargoth, and then I'll use our Dragon's Shield. Our Dragon's MPM Shield. Oh, that's so annoying. He gained plus 50 boost. Okay, that's great. We need to use help from the locker against him. Sure. Followed by tail lash against him as well. Wow, that's a lot of damage actually, considering I have a shield up on us. Okay, we need to use backstab against him. Followed by outrage. Hold on. He did this attack against us. Okay. Wow, he healed a good amount there. That's super annoying. I think we should switch over to Cicero's Bear Hammer. No, that would be overkill. I don't. His crit already is super low. What else can we switch to? I guess we can use Lucky Hammer for a bit of additional damage. Just a very smidge. I think I'll use Fury of the High Seas on him. Actually, I should hit the Professor now with our Dragon to try to remove his focus. The thing is, I should hit his Wargoth while he still have very low defenses. Momentary distracted. Is he stunned or something? Never mind, let's just ignore him. I need to use Flintlock against him. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Nice. Okay, we still have one turn of defenses left. I don't know, what should we use here? Certainly don't want to use Summon Crackers on him. Guess we can use to the plank. Try to lower his boost a little bit. We need to use Cicero's Spare Hammer here. His crit is back to regular levels. I don't want him to hit through my BPD shield. Okay, now we should re-equip our Dagger of the Amulet. Our shields are all on cooldown. Actually, no, our sea leg is not on cooldown. I think we can use sea legs here. I don't really need to save it. Okay, and then just a regular pistol attack will do. Or we can even choose to heal up here. Our defenses, our HP is a little bit low. Yeah, I kind of want to heal up here. So we'll switch over to our healing gear. We have 1400 to heal. We can just use our partial healing gear set. We're now Protectorate. Can switch over to Vilmore's Helm. That's fine. Exalted Apotheosis. Okay, and then new reapply of Tail Lash. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Oh crap. Okay, let's switch to our regular build here. Then we need to use Summon Crackers on Wargoth. Okay, that's a fair amount of damage. Now we have no stacks of opening against Wargoth. Should we hit the Professor then? Can we heal another time? Let me see. I don't think I want to use help from Locker now. Well, luckily he used Overwhelming Force. That's not too bad. I kind of don't really want to waste the cannon on him. Let's use Flintlock. Let's continue hitting him with Flintlock. He shouldn't really be able to hit us here. Okay. I think we should use help from local on him. We can sort of burst him down here. We still have the parrot thingy on him, so he shouldn't be able to hit us still. Okay, we can nuke him down now. We probably need to do that. Oh my god, Dagger of the Amulet has proc. Let's switch over to Lucky Hammer. Nice. Alright. This guy is very high NPM. Should probably first use Dragon Scout. Okay, our MP is HP is kind of low. I don't want it to be falling below 33%, or else it will nuke us really hard. Let's switch over to Lucky Hammer here. I need to hit him so he loses his focus. A regular beam attack will do. Alright, we need to switch over to fire. Now HP is kind of low. I need to regather my HP. Our dragon can continue hitting him with the other attack. I need to heal up now. I think we need to use backstab on him first. And then we need to use Fury. Okay, I'm going to use my full healing gear set. I'm going to let my dragon hit him. Ugorex treasure, slimy necklace, crown of Damocles, Wilmor's helm, exalted apotheosis. Wait, why do you heal for so little? Oh, okay, no, that's the standard amount. Can you switch back to our regular build here? It actually has resistance against metal. We can just probably use Vow Infused Dagger. No, we need to use Cicero's Spare Hammer first. Let's use Fury of the High Sea on him. Okay, and then we need to use Tail Lash on him. Okay, by this point, I'll way lost track of his rotation. That's fine. Need to use Pistol against him. No, we shouldn't use Cicero's Spare Hammer on him anymore. Let's just use Vow Infused Rose Dagger. Followed by a beam attack. Wow. He's stunned. Okay. That means we wouldn't really get any openings on him, which kind of sucks. In a weird way. We need to use Summon Crackers on him. Okay, we don't have any openings on him. I guess we should use... we should use Target Practice. Because he has very high NPM. Okay, and then tail lash. Actually, it's kind of funny. Both me and him are saying that we have openings on each other. Okay, yes, 50 all resistance. Alright, it's thanks to his stupid thing. Our cannon is still not ready yet, so that kind of sucks. Oh. Eh? Oh, we have go for the eyes on him. I was wondering where's the debuff. Okay, let's use help from the locker. And we need to use Val Infused Rose Dagger. Okay, already are using that. Nice, we crit our first hit crit against him. That's huge. Okay, we need to now use Outrage. We need to use Fire the Broad Sea now. I think we already have Val Infused Rose Dagger. Okay, sorry about that. Lost track of where we were. Think we need to use Nova here. Um, we have openings on him. Should continue nuking him here. Should probably just use a pistol. I think he has already lost his focus. That's yeah, he's already lost his focus. Okay, he healed a bit. I don't think that's enough to actually stop us. Oh wait, it is enough because we don't have openings on him. That is kind of annoying. Not having openings will greatly reduce our damage here. Okay, I think we can go into Curse Treasure. No, we should probably use Backstab because we have no shields on us. Alright. Wow, our dragon is doing tons of damage. Has even stunned. How much? Okay, I have to admit, he has a bunch of healing. Um, his healing is pretty, like, high, I guess. It's not too high because his HP volume is very low. By today's standards, bosses nowadays have 15k HP. So if he have the same amount of percentage healing, then it will be pretty significant. But because his HP value is so low, it's actually not that bad. I think we need to just finish him off here. We already have a Wild Infused Rose Dagger. He's just going to use Analyze on us. Oh my god, he has 225 NPM now. Okay, wait. We need to switch over to our highest bonus gear. Waste Vulnerable Cloak. We need to switch over to Crown of Damocles. This gives us a bit more bonus. Protein Symbiotic Help is fine. We need to switch over to Exalted Apotheosis here. Oh no, he has the resistance against good and evil. Great Dragon Claw has a very high bonus though. Let's switch to this. Oh, no, wait, no. We need to switch over to Lance of Autumn. Right, we use the Lance of Autumn special. Let's use Target Practice. Right, we should be able to finish him off with our dragon here. Okay, I think I heard people say this challenge was kind of hard. It's kind of a joke by today's standard, I would say. Um, I think easy to mid difficulty challenge. Maybe back in the day, this was hard, but nowadays it's just probably easy to mid. Um, it's not even mid difficulty. We had almost no issue bringing down Wargoth because of his negative water resistance. And then I think we were pretty lucky in that regard because we don't get the 30 all resistance. We only get the plus 50 boost. And that is completely inconsequential to a defensive class like Pirate because I can just dodge everything. If he did get plus 30 all, then I will have to pop another potion here, and I think we'll be a bit closer. So I think to be fair, this challenge is probably mid. I would say still low to mid difficulty. I won't call it mid difficulty yet. It's probably not on the same level as other mid level bosses. Like I don't know, Everlasting Knight's probably harder than this. Um, what else? Yulin is probably harder than this. No, Yulin is not a mid difficulty boss. What am I talking about? Yulin is a pretty high difficulty. What other mid difficulty did I fight? Even Chicken Cow is harder than this, and I think I rate Chicken Cow as easy to make. So this I would consider this easy to make. But honestly, the reward is not really that worth it, even though this challenge is pretty okay. Let me see. I think this broken visage in the past would have been pretty good, but by current standards, it's just not that great. It does give very high charisma and luck, which are two very important stats. But the main stat it gives is so little, and the MPM and BPD that it gives is so little. So overall, it's not even a good offensive helm. If you want offensive helm, go for Dragon's helm here. And again, if you cannot finish the Dragonon challenge, just go for the Everlasting Knight helm. The helm is also a great offensive helm, way better than this one over here. Okay, that's it for this challenge. I'll see you guys on the next challenge video. Bye for now.